morning, good morning, good morning. We got a good one today. 38 meter pump here, 24 meter pump there. We're gonna get all set up here. Stay tuned. Get this out of the way real quick here. As far as the wires, the top wires are 10-foot wires. That lower wire is a guide wire, but we still stay 3 feet off of that. Those wires there are cable telephone, so we don't touch those. So we are well within our local limits of approach. Have a full procedure on this site here in writing. We're adhering strictly to the rules, even though it might look kind of funky. It's all been planned out. Safety first, last, and always. All right, happy Friday. What's going on? Pissing down rain, and I am out on, and I know I call Ian's pump the wiener pump. No, the little 2040Z. This truly is the wiener pump. We got about 300 cubic meters of suspended slab to do. We have a 24 meter pump here. They're just moving some stuff out of the way with the crane so I can get set up. And then we got Sid's pump down in the lane here. And the reason for the 2 pumps, we can only get 1 truck at a time to each of the pumps here. So to try and achieve our 60 meters per hour, 2 machines, and both machines are gonna have some line. So I'm gonna get I'll get set up here. We're running a little tight on time. I'll get set up and then I'll check in once we're ready to pump some concrete. Yeah, I gotta put my outrigger right in there, right where the test blocks are for the crane. So I'll pop those out, I'll roll ahead, and then I can get my boom down right between these trees and reach out to the deck. All right, here we go, ready to go rock and roll. I'm just gonna prime this thing out with some water. Do my usual, spray some water up into the barrels. Plenty for this little girl, so I'm going to prime through my 1 long hose, prime it onto the deck, then I'll connect my 2nd long hose, prime through that, and away we go. So I'll see you down below here in a minute. We even got smaller rock on the street. Awesome. Okay, I will walk down into the hole now. All right, we'll see what we got here for reach. It ain't gonna be much. To basically get to the deck, and we're probably gonna have 2 or 3 hoses on. All right, so we've primed out on the deck there, which is okay. It's cool out. We'll be back covering that up within about 20 minutes here, so it's not gonna leave a hard spot for the finishers. And yeah, I got 40 feet of hose out. Sid will pump 1 load off while he's changing out trucks. I'll pump a load off while I'm changing out trucks. He'll pump a load off. A bit of a orchestra here, but we got a good amount of volume to get through here today. So 40 MPa, this stuff is sticky as shit. Like pump and glue, I try and wind it up and it just pulls that hose back. Kind of is what it is at this point. I should have brought the hose eggs. Although sometimes it's nice when the clamp gets caught in the rebar, it keeps the hose from pulling back any further. Yeah. My first load is down. Now we'll come back up top. I like to be down below for the first load just to get things going. But once the pour starts rolling, I think it's important for the operator to be up top whenever possible. You monitor what's going on up here, monitor the equipment. Down in the hole, you're kind of blind. You got no idea what's going on with your machine. So I think I like the view a little / a lot better from up top here. It's gonna be a long day. A lot of hose dragging, a lot of stuff in the way. We'll get her done, but this is a bit of a PIA pour for sure. All right, another load in the books. While we're up top here, let's just check our outriggers. See if we had anything settle, had anything pick up. We probably did. Oh yeah, a little posts over here. So we'll pick this up a bit. This pump, even though the boom is small, because it doesn't have X-style rear outriggers, it's got outriggers that are tied into the subframe. There's a lot of torsional twist in the chassis. And as such, you do get a fair bit of settlement considering it's only a little 24-meter pump. So whenever I pick up, or when outrigger picks up, I always cinch down the light side. So I find when I lift up on the working side, it just increases that pivot cantilever effect. You can sometimes just make that side lift up even more. So it's a tight little setup here though with these tree barriers. And these trees in Vancouver are sacred. If you set an outrigger within this tree barrier, literally the police will show up. We've had it happen before. People will call the cops and they will show up. You can smoke crack in public, but you can't set your outriggers within X amount of distance of a heritage tree, or any tree for that matter, seemingly. Oh, what our world has come to. So Sid's getting into whip hose territory. I'm gonna pour back to here, then they'll jump over the corner, they'll pull that corner out. I'll knock down to one hose. And I'll probably do another 5 or 6 loads and I'm out of here and we'll save the rest for him. That's the plan. Lucky one. I love this pump. I love this 38 meter. There's just so many good things about it. Well, this is exciting for 2 reasons. God, I can't even speak. My face is frozen here. The rain has stopped, and we are now pumping out of the boom. 20-foot long, 3.5-inch whip hose. If you do the math, it is well below the 365-pound tip load weight rating for this pump. So we are all good. Single-ended hose, obviously. We don't ever run a double-ender on the discharge end, especially not when it's hanging vertical. And I'll take that little guy back in between loads and wash her up. But yeah, so I will keep pouring out this bay here. I'll probably do halfway to the north wall there, and then Sid will come around and finish everything out, and we're making great time here. Supply has been top notch. So that concrete's been down for just over an hour. They already got the power trowels on it. So I just drained out a hose up top here. Let's check in on this stuff 20 minutes from now. It's 40 MPa with accelerator in it. It ain't waiting around for nobody. Pump on. So yeah, this accelerator is a little bit aggressive. This is like 1.5% in 40 MPa concrete. See where the guy in the magic screen is standing on the concrete right now? That was placed down like half an hour ago. So I think they're gonna dial this back to like 0.5%, 1%. A little aggressive on the accelerator. The more cementitious material in the concrete, the more reactive the accelerator is. And being a 40 MPa, I don't know what that is in PSI. Do the math, let me know in the comments. What is 40 MPa in PSI? It's high strength concrete anyways. That accelerator really causes it to kick off, so. Thankfully we haven't had any breaks in the trucks here. Or in supply, I should say. So here we are, 15 minutes later. That's, are you kidding? Yeah, that stuff's really kicking. The guy responsible right there watching the finishers slave away.
I'll take all the credit.
all the credit. So we call it credit. Yeah, look at that. Where's the ride-on? Oh, there's the ride-on over there. Sweet. They might need that. Yeah, this stuff is definitely, it's setting. So yeah, we're at about the halfway point here, about 150 meters in, maybe 160. So I'm gonna come just to this side of the core steel there, and then I'll cut off and get out of here, and Sid can hit everything else. We should be out here within about 2.5, 3 hours. Perfect. Literally screeded that out 20 minutes ago. Now they got the machine on it. Yowza, yowza, yowza. Hot, hot, hot. All right, home stretch, at least for me anyhow. I'll probably do 2 or 3 more loads, then I'm out of here. Finishers have caught up, but they've definitely been working for it. Considering how cold and wet out it is, to see those machines working the way they are is pretty indicative of the set time of this concrete, or lack thereof. As it was ordered, it's supposed to be like that, so they want to be out here at a reasonable time tonight, so. So here I am, last load for me. So just enough range here to pump off one more, and then I'm out of here. And look at that stack of concrete where the hose was draining while we were waiting just 10 minutes to change trucks out. It's already stacked right up. Hot, 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 hot. And the rain is back, yay. Yeah, we're getting there, it's going well. It's a darn good thing we used the 2 pumps here today. With 1 pump, it would have been here till 8 o'clock at night. Just because the tedious nature of the stuff we had to start off with there with the hose. Power lines there, trees there, bus lane and bus lines out front. Super challenging site if you're wondering why we didn't have bigger pumps that reach. Maybe when I get a little bit of time here after I've washed out, I'll do a quick little run around and we'll go through the challenges here at this site, because it is a challenging one. Big reach, eh? All the way out there. Here we go now, an hour later. Oh yeah, that's stiff. It's stiff. But you know what's funny? Non-chloride accelerator, it gets stiff, but it's still like a little bit gummy and pliable. Not like old school calcium chloride where it was like rock hard, dry, chalky. This stuff's still, it's just really gummy. It's interesting the difference between the two. Guys that finish concrete, in the comments here, what's your take on that? Do you find the same thing? Non-chloride versus old school calcium chloride accelerator? What's it like for finishing? What are the differences between the two? So here's one for you, food for thought. The 24 was nice here, and that's what they wanted, because they wanted to try and keep 2 lanes of traffic open here. So we elected on the 24 because of the lack of rear outrigger legs sticking out. But something like a 32 with the short rear legs, like what Alliance has had for a couple of years now, the 32 ZZ would have been mint here. But there's also a newcomer on the market that has the same outrigger spread as that Alliance, and that is the Sani 32 ZZ. I will be the first to say it. When the sanding machine first came out to North America 2009-ish, I was not very impressed. That being said, in the last couple of years, the 39Z, which we checked out at the World of Concrete last year, Dan and I were looking at it, and the new 32 double Z, honestly, I'm impressed with the way they look. I was definitely opposed to the whole sanding thing. I'm still a little bit but for what I'm seeing, it looks like they have come a long way. So that is one that's kind of on my radar. I'd love to say my 28Z puts, I want them forever, would be great here too. Yes, it would. But a 32 with short rear legs would be perfect for this setup. Back legs only come out like 3 feet on each side, 3.5 feet. The front leg is like 2 feet wider than this, which wouldn't affect a thing here. Right? And we get that extra 20 feet of reach. That would be a nice machine. I know Darren from Frontenberger just picked up himself a 47 meter sanding, and I think he has a 32 on order as well. So it'll be interesting to see what he thinks. But I have been impressed with the improvements they've made, and I am monitoring the situation. We'll say that. This is how you control the concrete pump.
Wait, Daddy!
All from the remote control.
Daddy! It's the, it was, at the back of your, at the thingy, at the back of your seat, I have a sticker of that.
Yes, on the back seat of Daddy's truck. That's right, the aircom sticker. Yes. Yeah, see if I move the arms, it'll move that arm. Pretty cool or what?
Wait, move the arm.
Well, I can't without hitting it here. I'll move one arm. See, watch. I'm going to move the arm. Watch my hand. And watch it lift up a little bit. Whoa, you see that?
Whoa.
Pretty cool or what?
So cool.
Yeah. I think so too. Thank you for the coffee delivery. Wonderful. Does Bucky want to say bye?
Bye!
Bucky's is overrated, by the way, too. We won't tell Jeff that. We will not tell Jeff that. We think it's a little bit overrated.
Is this still a YouTube video right
Maybe.
okay. Bucky's is overrated. That's what Daddy thinks about it.
Wow, bye. You heard it there first. Kids don't lie. They tell the truth. So we decided on one more load. And I am getting cozy with the trees. Trees, trailers, you name it. But we'll get one more pumped off here. Why not? Because we can, right? So the little 24 meter wiener Z-boom is made for. The wiener boom. How's that for tight? Woo! There we go. Yeah. That'll work. Because the pump out, I had to have the boom basically flat out. Pumped out as much as I could, took a bunch of strokes in reverse. I've lifted the boom up, shake everything back down into the deck pipe. Then I can come down in a Z if I want and pull the ball back. Like I said, I always try and avoid having a bunch of concrete in the boom pipe and elbows. The deck pipe full, no big deal, but I like the boom to be nice and empty, and then when I do my sponge pullback, the rate of success is significantly higher. I don't like the way I said that. It shouldn't be the rate of success is higher, because the rate of success pulling sponge back is extremely high to begin with. The rate of failure is extremely reduced. So if I get the sponge stuck one time in every 200 pulling back to the boom, doing this reduces that to 1 in every 600 or whatever, however you want to see it. Anyhow, it's a good habit to get into, good practice. That's what I always do whenever I can. whoever did that, you're a filthy little pig. That is disgusting. Strokes in reverse. There you go. Now we'll bring this down. We'll do our sponges. Even though I'm washing out on site here in the pan today, I'm still going to put some delay powder ahead of my sponges. This stuff was so nuclear hot. Why not kill it? Why not slow it down? It's not unheard of to find out on a job site like this. The plans have changed. The washout pans are inaccessible. They're offloading a truck, whatever. So I always put a little bit of retarder in anyhow, just in case plans change and I gotta travel the washout. My favorite, Fritz Pratt delay set. Slows it down but doesn't kill it. Just a measuring cup or so. That should be sufficient. Normally I say not to put water in front of the first sponge. In this case, because I lifted the boom up and sucked everything back, I know that the boom pipe itself is empty. I'm not as concerned about putting some water in front. To juice up that delay set powder a little bit. There we go. Grab the remote here. Slow it around to about a stroke every 5 to 7 seconds. That's kind of where I like to be when I pull the sponges back. Put our lid down. Throw her in reverse for a few strokes. I need the hammer handle for this one. Hardball, softball. Hardball always goes first. About there, load a bunch of water in between the two. There you go. Back in reverse. There we go, nice and slow. Listen for that echo. She's home, and we'll verify on the deck pipe with a little tappy. They're empty. Beautiful. Check the hopper. Oh yeah. Okay, I'll pack this thing up. We'll wash out in the pan, and we'll check in before we leave here. Okay, allow me to shamelessly, but not say it 3 times real fast. Shamelessly, but not so shamelessly, plug a couple of products here. First product, parent pan washout pans. I love these plastic washout pans. They weigh like 50 pounds. Stack them on site, drag them into place. Easy. You don't have to wait for the crane to fly them in place, which I find to be a huge advantage. The other product, the aircon remote, we've got the boom pump remote on this. It also has a line pump remote. So when you go to wash out, if you're line pumping, all you do, shut the boom pump remote off and link this thing up like you would a line pump remote. Pretty cool icon there, huh? Custom. There we go. She's all linked up, and I'll do my washout off of the handheld here. So anyhow, we'll take care of the washout, check in how Sid's doing before we go. For those who are wondering what happened to my sponges, every time they'll sit right in there. Okay, here we go, rant of the day. My rant of the day. When a hopper is dirty to begin with all this kind of shit, concrete sticks to it like Velcro. Keep your stuff clean, keep it oiled, and you don't have to deal with washouts like this. Extremely frustrating, I will say. But yeah, nice clean metal, keep it oiled. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say about this, but yeah. Anyhow, we all deal with it, right? All right, there we go, all washed out. We are done. Now, I may be hungry, I may be tired, I may be cranky. I may choose to edit this from the video. I may not. I have to say, pumping concrete is all about being proactive. Something that could take you a minute, 2 minutes at the start of the day could save you a half an hour at the end of the day. Perfect example is this. The hopper being absolutely horrified inside just made my washout, turned my 15-minute washout into a half-hour washout, right? Be a little bit proactive, make your job easier. The ironic thing is, whomever left it looking like that probably did so because they were in a hurry and they wanted to get going. Ironically enough, what does it do? It costs somebody else or that same person time the next time the pump is out. So I cannot stress enough, pumping concrete is about the little things, being proactive that shall streamline your job and make it easier. So I can't harp on that enough. Keep stuff clean. It doesn't have to be detailed, but a certain level of cleanliness will make your job easier, I promise. I've seen so many people that have done this job for years, decades, struggle, sweat, cursing because of how hard it is. And so much of it can be self-inflicted. So just be a little bit proactive. Take an extra 5% interest in your job as you would your interests outside of work. And I promise you, it will make your job, your living, what puts food on the table, will make it that much easier. I promise you that. Anyhow, that's the end of my rant for today. Let's go say, we'll say goodbye to Sid before we take off. All right, looks like Sid has probably another 2 or 3 loads to go here. Let's see. Yeah, probably 3 or 4. So they'll be all wrapped up by 3 o'clock. We started at 8:30. Not bad timing for 300 cubic meters. Guys are gonna get a nice finish on this stuff. All in all, working out very, very well. Super happy with this one. So yeah, the challenge of this site, we're hemmed in by wires on the back lane. We're hemmed in by bus lane out front, trees to the one side, existing building to the other side. Probably a good segue into World of Concrete. This year we will have, this is the officially unveiling, or letting the cat out of the bag. We'll have a brand new 56 meter Putzmeister with the ISA full flex outrigger system, ILS pump kit, and I'm really excited about the M drive and the Mac transmission in the truck. Why I bring that up? The bus lane out front, which limits our setup area, when we get to levels 2 and 3 here, it will be the perfect area to showcase that 56Z with the ISA full flex system. You can go outriggers, half extension, 1 or 2 boom sections up, boom across, and get the suspended levels here. It will be absolutely mint for this job site. So yeah, I will be down there at World of Concrete in the Putzmeister booth Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for 1 to 2 hours each day, hanging out with the new machine. Hoping to meet as many of you as I can. I don't know how many people are going down to World of Concrete this year, but it's always a good time. Look forward to meeting as many of the subscribers and commenters as I possibly can. But yes, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I will be at the Putzmeister booth for 1 to 2 hours. I'll probably be lingering longer than that. I'm on the show floor all day. When I know exactly what time officially, I'll keep everybody updated and let you know. But I'd love to meet you guys. I'm gonna bring a lot of stickers, a few hats, a few t-shirts. We'll do probably some trivia, something like that. We'll do something fun to give away some hats and t-shirts. So anyhow, I'll keep you posted in the meantime. 56Z World of Concrete in AJ's yellow colors, full flex outrigger system, ISA stability control. It's going to be awesome. Till next time, keep on pumping.